Okay, lads, we're going to start looking at cards and all of that. So on page 230 of the text and two book, our second year maths book in school, I'm looking at question 11. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to insert a picture, just in case any of you don't have the one at home. I don't know, will allow me to do it now while I'm while I'm recording. Let's have a look. Insert picture. I think it will. Okay. Second there now. So question 11. Now, for those of you that have played cards during lockdown and all that, especially during lockdown, you'll be very well aware of this, of how it all works and things. But for those that are not, you'd want to get very familiar, because in probability, you can be asked a lot about red cards and black cards. So I suppose the first thing you need to know, lads, is there's 52 cards in a set of cards, right? A pack of cards, and then you've got what we call 4 suits, right? So that's like the clubs, the hearts, the diamonds, and the spades. And there's 13 cards in each pack of them, okay? And that's where our 52, number 52 comes from, just so you know. If you don't know that, you'd want to take it down and you want to learn it off. Determine that the probability of a card. So let's read. It says, an ordinary pack of playing cards is shuffled well, and a card is drawn out. Determine the probability that it's a red card. Oh my God, so simple. 26 out of 52, isn't it? Because the clubs are red, lads, and the hearts are red. So I'm going to put an R beside these for the lads that don't know the red and the black. Double I, the ace of spades. There's only one ace in a suit. In each suit, there's 4 aces in total. So again, the ace of spades is going to be, but the ace of spades, determine the probability this ace of spades could be, there's only one ace of spades, although there's 4 aces, there's only one ace of spades, it's 1 over 52. Okay, a number less than 10 and greater than 4. You might take time to work this one out. Pause the video if you want to try it yourself. So on my fingers, I'm going to count 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. There's 8 cards less than 10. So 8 cards less than 10. But they said, and greater than 4. Well, hold on then. I'm not going to be including 2, 3, and 4. So that makes, so therefore there's 3 cards that are 4 and less than 4. So like, for example, like 4, 3, 2, right? 4, 3, 2. So therefore that means I've got 5 cards that are less than 10 and greater than 4. But I've got, now I'm topping in each suit, okay? So 5 cards in the hearts, 5 cards in the diamonds, 5 cards in the spades, 5 cards in the clubs. So 5 cards by 4 suits, that's going to be 20 cards in total out of a pack of 52. That is my answer for triple I. Pause again and rewind if you don't understand that one. IV, a black picture card. Well, a picture card, lads, again, maybe something you need to know. There's 4 picture cards. Oh, pardon me, there's 3 picture cards, isn't there? Like there's, I often be thinking the ace is one. So say there's 3 picture cards, like there's the jack, the queen, the king, cards in each suit. So 3 picture cards in each suit. So if you had a black picture card, well, you've got, that's 6 out of 52, isn't it? For the spades and the diamonds. 6 out of 52. If you think you can break that down, you can. Put that fraction into your calculator and press the SD button and you should get 3 over 26. Always break it down. An ace. Well, there's 4 chances out of 52 of getting that, which is 1 over 13, isn't it? Because there's the ace of hearts, spades, diamonds, clubs. A number between 4 and 10 inclusive. Now what I'm going to do now is just make room for this one. A number between 4 and 10 inclusive. Well, then that would be 5. That's going, they're talking about 5. Oh, inclusive. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a total of 6 cards. There are 4 suits. And that means 24 out of 52. And if I don't know how to do that in my head, I press the fraction, put my Casio, and put in 24 out of 52 and press equals, and you will get 6 over 13. So the probability of selecting a card with a number between 4 and 10 inclusive is 6 over 13. That's that one. Okay, now what I'm going to do now next is we're going to put up question 13 on page 231. I'm going to put a picture of that up. So bear with me now. Now, lads, it should be going in there now. Oh God, it's well over. Here we go. Have a read, lads. Press pause if you need to. By all means do. Right, so it's asking us to draw a Venn diagram. I've got maths, science, and 5. Maths and science, isn't it? All grand. 2 circles. Happy days. Okay, so I'm going to draw my 2 circles. I'm even going to put my rectangular box. It's going to be so good. I'm going to do this so right. Like this. We're going to go maths, M, S, M, S. 25 is going to be on the outside because that's my total. Then it says, oh, you can't see. In a group of 25 students, 18 study maths, 12 study science, and 5 study neither maths nor science. Sure, I can put that in straight away. 5 study neither maths nor science. I'm going to put on the outside. And it says 18 study maths and 12 study science. Well, hold on a second now. But I'm going to do a little bit on this because, see, I'm wondering, what do I put in the middle? And you all should be thinking that now straight away. So first of all, I'm going to go 25 minus 5. That means there's only 20 students now that are studying maths or science or whatever. But what they're telling me is that, if I can bring it down again, they're telling me I've got 18 studying maths and 12 studying science. Sure, that's 30, isn't it? Well, that can't be right because I've only 20 students here. So 30 students they're talking about. Well, if that's the case, lads, 10 must be studying both. How I got it is 30 take away 20 equals 10. So 10 are studying both. Because remember, in the 30 students, some of them lads are being counted twice. That's why it went from 20. Like, I've only 20 students, honest to God, that's all I can put in. But when I add 18 and 12, I get 30. So some of them students are being counted twice. So 10 study both, so I'm going to put 10 in here. Whoops, that should be a 10. Now, going back, I think they said 18 study maths, yeah, and 12 study science. So I'm just going to put an 18 beside maths. 12 beside science, nice and small. That means there's 8 left here. 18 take away 10 gives me 8. 12 take away 10 gives me 2. Now I've got my Venn diagram set up. I'm now going to see what questions they're asking. How about it says maths only? Simple. So once you have the Venn diagram, you're sorted. Maths only, probability of maths only is 8 over 25. So, whoops. And if you don't even want to use your brain, you can use your Casio. Put that in the fraction button. See, can you simplify it? No, you get a decimal point, so you leave it as that. That's grand. I suppose really and truly I should have changed the colour of my pen here. Science only. Science only, simple. Triple I. Because it's 2. I don't even need to explain that to you. You know it. Maths or science or both. So maths or science or both. That means maths is 8 or science 2 or both 10. It means to add them all. That's 20 over 25. And then it says both maths and science. Okay. That's going to be your 10 over 25. It's where they overlap. Maths and science. And that's it. That's that one done. Okay, lads, again, so we want to have a read of question 14 on page 231 of your text and test 2 book. Have a look and then pause the video and try and answer it yourself first of all. So this time again, they're talking about a biased die. Die, lads, is plural for dices. So no one says, or roll the dice is roll a die, right? So it means you're rolling a pair of dices and roll the world. But it says bias means that, well, the chances of landing on a tree wouldn't be 1/6. That is some way sided, maybe it's the shape of it or whatever. The probability that a biased die will land on a tree up is 0.4. So you have a 4 out of 10 chance if I convert that to a fraction. Mark rolls the biased dice 200 times. So every time he rolls that dice, it's 0.4 of a chance of getting a tree and up. And it says, work out an estimate for the number of times that the dice will land tree up. Well, sure, every time is 0.4, which are 200 times. It's 4. Pardon me, it's not 4. It's 200 multiplied by 4. It's 80. In other words, where Mark rolls the dice, there's 80 times of a chance out of 200 that the dice will land on a 3 up.